Before you close your eyes for the final time, there's something you absolutely must hear. The undeniable truth is that everything you think you understand about life is fundamentally flawed. This isn't some sugary self-help chatter. It's unfiltered Stoic wisdom that may very well flip your world upside down. Let's be painfully honest. The majority of what you've been led to believe about happiness, success, and love is nothing but a carefully constructed illusion. Society has sold you a false dream, and you've accepted it without question. It's time to awaken from this slumber and confront the raw reality. You've been conditioned to believe that happiness is the ultimate pursuit, that success is quantified by wealth and status, and that love will be your salvation. Yet, these are mere mirages, designed to keep you endlessly chasing shadows, while the true essence of life slips away. Look around. Anxiety, depression, and disconnection are rampant. We're drowning in material abundance, but starving for meaning. We have endless ways to communicate, yet struggle to forge genuine connections. Is this truly what life is meant to be? A relentless quest for fleeting pleasures and superficial achievements? It's high time to strip away the layers of illusion and confront the beautiful, harsh truths of existence. These revelations aren't for the faint-hearted. They will challenge your deepest beliefs and force you to reassess everything you think you know. You might resist, you might resent me for this, but if you desire a meaningful life, you need to hear these truths. Brace yourself. This journey will be uncomfortable, but discomfort is the precursor to growth. Open your mind and let the adventure begin. Lesson number 1. Your comfort zone is your coffin. Embrace discomfort, for true growth can only occur when you venture beyond your familiar surroundings. Comfort breeds complacency, and let's discuss this alluring concept of comfort. You've been conditioned to believe it's the ultimate goal, that a life devoid of stress and challenges is ideal. But here's the unvarnished truth. Your comfort zone is where dreams are suffocated. It's where your potential lies dormant. Reflect on your experiences. How many times have you settled for a mediocre job because it felt safe? How often have you stayed in toxic relationships simply because they were familiar? Comfort is seductive. It whispers lies, suggesting you deserve a breather and prompting you to avoid risks. But what it doesn't tell you is that it's robbing you of growth, progress, and ultimately, life itself. Avoiding discomfort means avoiding the very experiences that shape you and unveil your true self. Look at those who inspire you: athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, adventurers. Did they reach their heights by staying comfortable? Absolutely not. They pushed their limits, embraced failure, and stepped into the unknown repeatedly. Comfort is a dangerous illusion, a slow poison that stifles ambition and traps you within the confines of your potential. If you aspire to lead a meaningful life, you must be willing to step into discomfort, to take risks, to face the specter of failure, and to endure pain. Start small, take cold showers, speak up in meetings, approach that person you've been admiring from a distance. Challenge yourself every day to do something that scares you, that pushes you beyond your perceived limits. Remember, growth begins where your comfort zone ends. Each step away from comfort is a step toward your true self, a step towards a life brimming with purpose and fulfillment. Let me share a personal story. Years ago, I found myself trapped in a dead-end job. It was well-paying and easy, but my soul was slowly suffocating. I dreaded each day, yet I stayed for the comfort it provided. One day, I declared, "Enough." I quit, without a plan and without security. It was terrifying, yet that discomfort ignited my quest for true passion. I struggled and failed, but each setback forged resilience. Each challenge shaped me. Only by breaking free from my comfort zone did I discover a life worth living. Your comfort zone is indeed your coffin. Break free and start truly living. Lesson number 2. Expectation is the root of misery. You must lower your expectations of others and yourself. for high expectations often lead to disappointment and suffering. Let's delve into the concept of expectations. We all carry them. Expectations of friends, careers, and relationships. We envision life aligning perfectly with our plans. However, here's the unvarnished reality. Expectations are the breeding ground for misery. Recall the last time disappointment washed over you. Chances are it arose from unmet expectations. You anticipated something, or someone, to be a certain way, and when reality fell short, you were left feeling hurt, angry, and disillusioned. Expectations create a chasm between reality and our desires, and it is within this gap that misery festers. When we cling to lofty expectations, we doom ourselves to a cycle of constant disappointment and frustration. The world owes you nothing, and the sooner you accept this reality, the sooner you will find peace. I learned this lesson the hard way. For years I envisioned my career unfolding in a specific way. I harbored dreams and ambitions, tirelessly working to achieve them. Yet, life had its own script. Promotions never materialized. Opportunities slipped through my fingers, leaving me bitter and defeated. It was only when I relinquished my rigid expectations that I found authentic contentment. I began to appreciate the journey rather than fixate on the destination. By lowering expectations, I opened myself to the beauty of what is, rather than lamenting what could have been. Lesson number 3. Friendships are not forever. Accept that friendships, like all things, are impermanent. People evolve, circumstances shift, and that's perfectly okay. Let's confront a difficult truth. Friendships are not eternal. You've been led to believe that true friends will stand by you, come what may. Yet here's the reality. Friendships are fleeting. Reflect on your childhood friends, your high school buddies, or even your college mates. How many of them remain in your life today? As we grow and change, so do our relationships. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's merely a part of life. We often place immense pressure on ourselves and our friends to maintain a consistent level of intimacy throughout our lives. But such expectations are unrealistic and lead to unnecessary heartache. People evolve in different directions. Their priorities shift, interests diverge, and occasionally, they simply outgrow certain relationships. I remember my best college friend. We were inseparable, sharing dreams, fears, and countless late-night talks. But as we entered the workforce, our paths diverged. He relocated, got married, and our lives unfolded into different narratives. Initially, I felt a profound sense of loss, as if something vital had vanished. Over time, however, I recognized that our friendship had fulfilled its purpose. It was beautiful while it lasted, and its conclusion didn't diminish its value. So, how do we navigate the impermanence of friendships? Start by cherishing the moments you have with your friends today. Appreciate the laughter, connection, and shared experiences. Understand that it's entirely natural for relationships to change. When a friendship fades, don't view it as a failure. Rather, recognize it as a concluded chapter that paves the way for new connections and experiences. Focus on the quality of relationships over quantity. It's far better to have a few deep, meaningful connections than to spread yourself thin, maintaining many. Most importantly, be your own best friend. Cultivate a nurturing relationship with yourself because you are the only constant in your life. Friends may not be forever, and that's okay. Embrace the impermanence. Celebrate the moments you've shared and remain open to new connections. Life is a tapestry of comings and goings, with each person you encounter enriching your journey. Remember, friendships, like all things in life, are transient. They come into your life to teach you, to grow alongside you, and sometimes to part ways. By accepting this truth, you liberate yourself from the pain of clinging and open your heart to the beauty of each moment, each connection. Let go and let life flow. Lesson number 4. Sacrifice is essential. Nothing truly worthwhile comes without sacrifice. You must relinquish something valuable to attain your goals. Let's discuss the concept of sacrifice. In a world that constantly urges you to prioritize comfort and convenience, the notion of sacrifice may feel outdated. Yet here is the harsh truth. Nothing of value comes without sacrifice. To achieve your goals, you must be prepared to give up something meaningful. Reflect on your most significant achievements. Did they arrive without effort, or did they require you to make tough decisions and sacrifices? The reality is that sacrifice is the price of greatness. It's the currency we spend to turn our dreams into reality. Sacrifice isn't just about giving up. It's about making room for something greater. When you sacrifice your time, comfort, or resources, you invest in a future that holds far more value than your present convenience. I recall a pivotal moment in my life when I faced a significant sacrifice. I had a stable job with a good salary and a comfortable lifestyle, but deep down, I felt unfulfilled. I yearned to pursue my passion for writing, but that meant quitting my job and stepping into the unknown. It was one of the most challenging decisions I ever made. I sacrificed financial security, social status, and a predictable future, yet that sacrifice led me to a path of true fulfillment and purpose. So, how do we incorporate sacrifice into our lives? Start by identifying what you truly value and what you are willing to sacrifice to achieve it. If you aspire to build a successful career, you might need to give up leisure time, sleep, or even relationships. If you wish to achieve optimum health and fitness, you may have to sacrifice indulgent foods and lazy weekends. Remember, every sacrifice is a step toward your ultimate goal. Sacrifice isn't deprivation, it's prioritization. It's about focusing your energy and resources on what truly matters and delaying gratification for a greater reward. The rewards of sacrifice often far outweigh the temporary comforts you relinquish. Embrace sacrifice as essential. Understand that it is the foundation upon which all great achievements are built. Accept it and witness your life unfold in ways you never imagined. Sacrifice is not a loss. It's a gain, a transformative process that turns your dreams into reality by willingly giving up something of lesser value to create space for something of greater significance. Embrace the power of sacrifice, and you'll discover the keys to true fulfillment and success. Lesson number 5. Stop chasing love. Love is not something you find by actively searching for it. It finds you when you're busy living your best life. Let's delve into love. Society has ingrained in us the notion that we must fervently chase after love, believing that it's something we need to hunt down and capture. But here's a provocative truth. Stop chasing love. Love is not a treasure you can uncover through relentless pursuit. It comes to you when you are fully engaged in living your best life. Think back to the times you chased love. How often did those efforts end in disappointment, frustration, or heartache? The more desperately we pursue love, the more it slips through our fingers. When we focus solely on finding love, we tend to compromise our values, settle for less than we deserve, and lose sight of our true selves. Love is not a destination, it's a journey. It's not something you can force or fabricate. True love emerges when you least expect it, when you immerse yourself in pursuing your passions, chasing your dreams, and embracing your authentic self. I've been there. There was a time when I believed I needed love to feel complete. I went on endless dates, molding myself into what I thought others desired, only to be left with a sense of emptiness and inadequacy. It wasn't until I stopped chasing love and shifted my focus to myself, my growth and happiness, that I found a relationship that truly mattered. So how do we stop chasing love and start attracting it naturally? Begin by loving yourself. Dedicate time to your personal growth, pursue hobbies that ignite your passion, and surround yourself with positive influences. Build a life that you adore. When you are genuinely happy and fulfilled within yourself, you radiate confidence and joy, which naturally draw love into your life. Focus on cultivating meaningful connections rather than obsessively chasing romantic interests. Engage with those who share your values and passions, allowing relationships to unfold organically. Remember, love is not a checklist. It's a profound connection that deepens over time, often when you're not actively seeking it. Stop chasing love. It's not about finding someone to complete you, but about being whole and happy on your own. Love will come at the right moment, becoming a beautiful addition to an already fulfilling life. Keep this in mind. The more you chase love, the more it eludes you. Love is not a goal to be attained. It's a precious gift to be received. Live your life with passion and purpose, and love will find you in its own time. Lesson number 6. The majority is often wrong. Just because most people believe something doesn't mean it's true. You must learn to question popular opinions and think for yourself. Let's address the issue of conformity. Society frequently pressures us to follow the crowd, suggesting that the majority's beliefs must be right. But here's a controversial truth. The majority is often mistaken. Just because many people hold a belief doesn't make it fact. It's crucial to challenge popular opinions and forge your own path of understanding. History is littered with examples of the majority being tragically wrong. Consider this. At one time, the majority believed the earth was flat. They supported unjust practices like witch hunts and slavery. It's essential to remember that popular opinion is an unreliable compass for truth. Why do we conform to the majority? Often it's out of fear. Fear of being different, fear of standing alone, fear of ridicule. Yet, true wisdom emerges from questioning, from challenging the status quo, and from critically analyzing the world around you. Don't let the fear of standing out impede your quest for truth. I learned this lesson early on in life. I often had questions, doubts about what everyone else accepted without a second thought. I was frequently labeled as difficult or rebellious, but the more I questioned, the more I uncovered that many so-called truths were nothing but convenient lies or misconceptions. This journey of inquiry led me to a more authentic and fulfilling existence. So, how can we apply this in our daily lives? Start by educating yourself. Read widely from diverse sources. Don't accept things at face value. Dig deeper. When confronted with a popular opinion, ask yourself, does this make sense? Is there evidence supporting this belief? Who benefits from its acceptance? Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you, who inspire critical thinking. Engage in conversations with those who possess differing viewpoints. It's through these dialogues that we grow and refine our understanding. Be willing to change your mind when confronted with new evidence. This is a sign of strength, not weakness. The majority is often wrong, and you don't have to follow them. Be brave enough to stand alone, to be the voice of reason amid conformity. It's through acts of courage that progress is made, that society evolves, and that we discover our own truths. Remember, following the crowd can lead you astray. Seek your own path, guided by critical thinking and a relentless pursuit of truth. The majority may often be wrong, but you can break free, question, challenge, and think independently. This is the true journey toward wisdom. Lesson number 7. Patience is power. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, patience is not just rare, it's a crucial virtue. True power lies in your ability to wait and persist. Let's talk about patience. We live in a society that has become fixated on instant results. We desire success, happiness, and love, often expecting them to come quickly. But here's the truth. Patience is power. The ability to wait, to endure, and to persist is a rare but vital virtue. Nature itself teaches us this invaluable lesson. Trees don't sprout overnight, and rivers don't carve valleys in a day. The most beautiful and meaningful things in life take time to develop. Yet in our haste to achieve goals, we often overlook this simple truth. My own journey taught me the power of patience. There was a time when I craved immediate outcomes. I wanted success in my career, fulfillment in my relationships, and clarity in my purpose. However, every time I rushed, I stumbled. It wasn't until I embraced patience that I began to witness real progress. I learned to trust the process and understand that true growth requires time. So, How do we cultivate patience? Start by managing your expectations. Comprehend that meaningful achievements demand time and effort. Practice mindfulness, and be present in the moment rather than perpetually peering into the future. When faced with challenges, remind yourself that perseverance is essential. Patience is not synonymous with passivity. It's an active, deliberate choice to stay the course. It also requires kindness toward yourself. Don't rush your personal growth or healing. Allow yourself the necessary time to evolve. Celebrate small victories along the way and recognize that setbacks are part of the journey. Patience with yourself is equally as important as being patient with external circumstances. Patience is power. It's the quiet strength that keeps you moving forward when everything else urges you to give in. It's the inner calm that arises from knowing that time is on your side. Embrace patience, and you will find yourself more resilient, more focused, and ultimately more successful. Remember this: in a world obsessed with instant results, patience is a superpower. It allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. By practicing patience, you harness the true power to shape your destiny. Patience isn't merely waiting, it's enduring with purpose. Embrace it and unlock your full potential. We've journeyed through some uncomfortable truths today. These lessons compel us to reevaluate life from a fresh perspective, urging us to question what we've been taught and discover strength in unexpected places. They challenge us to evolve, to grow, and to live more authentically. Life isn't easy, nor is it meant to be. It consists of trials, triumphs, and transformations. Each lesson serves as a compass, guiding you through life's intricate tapestry. They are designed not for comfort, but to provoke thought, spark change, and inspire resilience. Remember, it's perfectly acceptable to struggle. It's okay to feel lost at times. The path toward wisdom and fulfillment is rarely a straight line. It's a winding road filled with unforeseen twists and turns. Embrace this journey with all its imperfections. Surrender the need for control and perfection, allowing yourself the grace to grow at your own pace. Look around. There are countless others just like you, navigating their challenges and learning their lessons. You are not alone. Draw strength from this shared human experience, connect with others, but also seek solace within yourself. These lessons are more than mere words. They are a clarion call to action, urging you to live deeply and intentionally. Question, challenge, grow, and find beauty in struggle while discovering joy in the journey. Life is fleeting and unpredictable, yet it is also incredibly precious and bursting with potential. Before you take your last breath, embrace these truths. Let them guide, challenge, and empower you. Live boldly, love deeply, and never cease seeking the wisdom that resides both within and around you. This is your life. Make it extraordinary. Thank you for embarking on this journey. And remember, the path is yours to define.